Wow, that chipping part of the game is pretty important part of the game. Now listen, today we talk about chips. I'm going to talk about tips. And our topic today is going to be on culture. This is Head Harvester Bill Arnold from the West Coast. Now let's think about culture and how important it is to your organization and to its success. Now when the harvesters do an assessment, when we come visit you via Zoom, FaceTime, or maybe even in person, you have Harvester Ed, Fred, Judd, and Harvester Bill, yours truly, come and visit you. And one of the very first things that we notice is your culture. We can tell within 2 to 3 minutes on the job site or your facility site what your culture is all about. There's all sorts of indicators that we look for, okay? So when we look at a business, we look at it through 8 lenses. One is through business, one is operations, one's marketing, one's sales, one's your team members or your people, your leadership, your customers, and at the very centerpiece of your organization is that heart beating, is your culture. You know, we spend more time at work than we do at home. So it's important to have a real positive, energetic, enthusiastic culture at your organization. One of collaboration, cooperation, communication, and even celebration. Celebrate each and every event that you possibly can. That's a great culture versus consternation, overthinking things, criticizing, complaining. You have, oh gosh, all sorts of issues, challenges, and a bunch of wieners, whiners, and wimps. Maybe even some sacred cows mixed in there and some gossip mongers. Not a healthy culture, right? So culture is one of the best tools for recruiting and retention the right people. So if you have the good positive culture, you can attract the right people. If you don't, you're going to scare the good ones away, and the ones that are leaving are just the ones that are hanger-oners. So what culture is really how people behave in your organization. It's a set of informal rules that spells out how people should behave most of the time. Not only in good times, but in times that maybe are adversarial, you have a big challenge, like today's COVID thing. How are you handling each other? How's this thing working? How's your culture? Okay? So one of the driving forces of your success of your business is culture. So let me share with you, we're going to give you 2 exercises today. Now I want you to go to all your key leaders within your organization. I want you to ask them one question. I want you to ask them to give you 3 words that best describe the culture at your organization. Could be good or bad, but you want to get the 3 words. Now don't hover over and look at what they're doing. Do this blind, and then take that up and don't assess that to any person in particular, but start getting a sense of what your people feel what the culture is all about, okay? Your success at culture is incredible. Now here's your second, your little chore that I'm going to give you right now. I want you to go down below. I want you to look at the culture quiz. I want you to take that quiz. And once again, have your leaders take it and tabulate a score and see how healthy your culture is right now. So that's your second assignment. Now your third area I want you to think about, we talked about recruiting. We talked about how important culture is in recruiting. We're going to have a recruiting seminar coming up here shortly. Look down below. You can see the upcoming events with the Harvest Group, Harvester Ed and Harvester Bill, myself. We're going to be conducting virtually an all-day seminar on recruiting and retention the right people. So stay tuned for that. Take a look at that and register now when you get a chance. This is Head Harvester Bill Arnold from the West Coast. Now go out there and harvest your potential with a great culture.